the temperature, and if it is normal, it show normal and come back to the welcome. And if you are the authenticated employee, so you will be having the RFID, and if you are keeping the RFID and keeping the hand in front of the sensor, it will measure the temperature and it will be saved as the name given in the ID. Today we are going to see about a project for the measurement of temperature for the purpose of COVID-19. So this is a project called COVID-19 Contactless Temperature Measurement Device using RFID, Arduino Pro Mini, MLX90614 Contactless IR temperature sensor and IR sensors. So this is the device kit. So device kit consists of RFID. So we have the RFID key tags here, and this is the OLED display for the colorful display of temperature. We have the buzzer, we have the RGB LED for indicating red, green and blue for the status of alert and normal conditions. And here we have the IR sensor to sense whether the hand is present or not. And here we have the MLX sensor outlet. So the total system is incorporated in the small box, and this data will be given to the system, to the Python program by using the USB to TTL serial port converter. So now let us see what is inside the project now. So I'm just opening the box. So I have opened the box. You can see the microcontroller inside the box. So this is a microcontroller. This is Atmega328P microcontroller, AVR microcontroller board, and this is the smallest board. So since we want to keep it inside the box, we are using the smallest board, that is called Pro Mini. And this microcontroller will get the data from the sensors and send the data to the Python application. So this is the MLX sensor. So you can see this is the MLX sensor. So we keep the hand here, it will sense the temperature contactless. And this is the IR sensor for sensing the whether hand is present or not. And we have the RFID here, MFRC RFID. So it is placed in contact in close with the box. And then we have the buzzer here, and then RGB LED here, and we have the LCD. So we have the LCD, that is OLED here. So here we have the OLED connection. So OLED is present here. So we are giving the OLED here. So this is how the components are arranged. So we are coming to the connection setup. MLX90614 contactless temperature sensor will be connected to the microcontroller by using I2C communication. Also, OLED display is connected to the microcontroller using I2C communication. So we have the two I2C sensors. Okay, so we have the two I2C devices that connected to the microcontroller, and then we have the IR that is connected to the controller using digital signal, high and low, and we have the RFID that is connected to the microcontroller by using SPI communication, that is serial peripheral interface, and we have buzzer and LED connected to the digital output signals. So this is how the entire thing is connected, and serial port is taken, the TTL serial is taken, and TTL is converted to the USB and given to the system. So this is the entire setup of the project. Next we can test the project for the demo. So when you connect the USB serial to the system, to the laptop, automatically it will get the power from the system, and that power will be used for the entire project, that is for the entire controller, sensors and buzzer, everything will get power from the computer itself. So since it is operating within 5 volt, and initially it will show welcome. Okay, so if someone keeps the hand in front of the sensor and doesn't have the RFID, it means they are visitor. Okay, so I am just keeping the hand in front of the sensor. So it will display the temperature, and if it is normal, it show normal and come back to the welcome. And if you are the authenticated employee, so you will be having the RFID, and if you are keeping the RFID and keeping the hand in front of the sensor, it will measure the temperature and it will be saved as the name given in the ID. Okay. Similarly, if you are using the another employee ID, I am keeping another employee ID or another student ID. So I am keeping hand in front of the sensor. It will measure the temperature, and if it is normal, it show normal and it will go. And again I am keeping the invalid ID. Okay, I think this is the invalid. So I just keeping the hand in front of the thing. If I keep the invalid ID, it will show invalid and red light will glow and it will not measure the temperature. Okay. So this is how the entire system works. Now let us see how these data are saved in the system. So for that we have the Python program. So first of all we need to run the Python. So for running the Python we need to detect the port number. So I am just going to the device manager to check the port number. So in the device manager you can see the COM port and it is COM3. So we need to change it COM3, so it is already COM3. Okay, and then we need to run the code. So now the COM port number is set as COM3. So this is a COM3. As we have seen in the device manager, we are setting the COM3. So now then we need to run this program. So just go to the run and run module. Okay, and save it for the changes. So it will start running. Okay, now you can see the Python shell. So it has started running. So now you can test it. So it will automatically open the graph window. So you can see the graph window. So whenever the visitor comes and keeps hand in front of the sensor, it will automatically sense and show the temperature in the graph. And again I am giving the valid Rfid here. Okay, and keeping the hand in front of the sensor, it will automatically sense the value and show it in the graph. And again I am keeping the another valid number. Okay, so as you can see, it will show the temperature here also, and also it will be updated in the graph also. So this is how we can check the temperature. And if it is visitor, so it will show the temperature here and it will be saved in the name of visitor. So this is how we can connect the system to the Python application and run the entire project. So let us consider the system is placed near the gate and it is connected, and system is inside the security office. So from the security office he can see it in the graph window, and for the visitor he can see it in the LCD OLED itself. So this is how the entire system works. The saved data you can see it in the Excel format. So you can close the screen, you can close the Python. Later on if you want to check who are all the person came and at what time he came and what is the temperature stored and whether he is visitor or employer, so everything will be saved in the Excel file. So you need to just open the Excel file. So after opening the Excel file you will see the list of data. Here you can see the list of data here. So initially at 2:14 the visitor came. Okay, and next again the visitor came. Again the person called Rajendra came, and then Avirma. These are the IDs from the Rfid. So these are the IDs from the Rfid, and this is the visitor data. So this is how it will be continuously saved in the Excel file, so that later on we can check the entire database of who are all visited, and also we can check what is the temperature when they visit the building. Okay, so this will be used for later calculations. Thank you.